it suddenly began to rain little chickens from the sky. They flocked together, gliding toward the human village. And strangely, this was the happiest moment of the day for the villagers. They spread out their large nets, waiting eagerly for food to fall from above. It turned out this was no ordinary world. Every day at exactly noon, a giant firework would shoot up from the village square, and when it burst, countless hens would descend from the sky. From then on, humans no longer needed to raise chickens. Fresh meat would fall from the heavens. The man was the town's most famous chef. That day, he planned to buy a few live chickens from the market. But as soon as he arrived, the very last chicken was bought by someone else. Just then, an old man nearby looked at the clock in shock. It was almost 12 o'clock. Everyone dropped what they were doing and rushed toward the square to fight for the incoming chickens. The firework launched right on schedule, but this time, what came down wasn't just chickens. A massive robot crossed over the city walls, rampaging through the village. Most of the people were sucked into the machine's body. The man hadn't run far before being caught in its pull too. In midair, a woman grabbed his hand, but in the end, both of them, along with a tree, were swallowed into the robot's stomach. When they woke up, they were trapped inside a giant glass jar. Nearby, a huge robot chef was getting ready to cook them. From another glass container, villagers were being funneled down pipes, falling into a pot of thick, boiling broth. The horrifying scene shattered the man's understanding of the world. The robot chef worked tirelessly, preparing various dishes, while its robotic assistant snuck bites of food on the side. Just as the man and woman were about to be tossed into the pot, a flying frying pan knocked open their jar, sending them soaring out of the kitchen, barely escaping death. Hand in hand, they crawled through a ventilation shaft and finally made it outside. But what they saw left them speechless. All kinds of robots walked the streets, working, talking, living, yet not a single human could be seen. This was not a world for humans. They realized that in a place without their own kind, they were destined to face endless loneliness. Before they could rest, an explosion erupted from the kitchen. The blast hurled them through the air, and they landed in a massive bowl of soup controlled by another robot. Just as the man thought it was over, a falling boulder crashed down, crushing the robot and saving them by sheer luck. Then the woman spotted a sewer entrance below. They dashed toward it, but the chef robot had already noticed their escape. The man slipped and fell into the sewer first, while the woman was grabbed by the robot. She screamed for help, but the man froze, too terrified to act. In the end, the woman was taken away, and the man was the only one left alive. He wandered through the dark sewer tunnels, until he saw a faint glimmer of light ahead. Was it a new hope, or just another cage? When he finally stepped out of the sewer, he found himself standing in a vast forest, lush and full of life. A place where humans could truly survive. But then the truth dawned on him. The human villages were nothing more than robot farms, and every time fireworks bloomed in the sky, it wasn't a celebration. It was the signal that humans were about to be served.